gentlemen, assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to have you here. I just realized that for the past 5 hours, I have been doing everything but the things that I had planned to be doing. So I was looking for apartments, I was scrolling through social media, a lot of time wasted. So what I'm going to try to do for the next week is I'm going to try to document a complete social media / YouTube fast. So no social media, no scrolling, no looking for apartments, no excuses to look for apartments, to start scrolling through Marketplace and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to keep my phone away from me as much as possible so it won't be going into my room. I'm going to use my alarm clock to wake up in the morning rather than my phone as an alarm. And yeah, and we'll see how it goes. So for one, I already deleted all the social media. Well, actually, not all. That's a good point. I should delete them all. I had some apps such as Webtoon, some shopping apps, and for now, I'll also delete the other social media I have. So one, and two, okay, done, and three. Okay, so I've deleted all the social media I had. Technically, there is no more app I can scroll on my phone anymore. I've even removed LinkedIn because I realized that I was using it kind of to scroll as well and to waste time. So we'll see how this goes. First of all, I'm leaving my phone at my desk as I'm going to bed. Setting my alarm clock. Actually, 6:30 is good. And a book on my nightstand so I can read before bed. And I'll update you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm taking a short break from studying and I've made myself some tea and I'm going to sew for the next 37 minutes about. Usually if I wasn't doing this social media / YouTube fast, what I would do is I would start scrolling on my phone, obviously, and honestly, I found it quite hard not to start doing that this first day. I'm hoping that it'll get easier as we go ahead or as we move throughout the week. But yeah, so the tea and my sewing machine. I'll see you in a little bit, I think. Okay, so my alarm clock has just started to ring. And I didn't sew much actually. I spent most of the time aligning the fabric and everything, so like usual actually. So yeah, I'm going back to studying now. Okay, so end of day one. It went really well. I got a lot of things done. So the fast is working. I think we check my screen time for today. Okay. So I have 8 hours and 34 minutes. And it seems like a lot, but it's mostly my my studying. Let's see. I have Microsoft Word 2 hours, Chrome 1 hour 46, PowerPoint 1 hour 30, GoodNotes 34, WhatsApp 34, and that was because I was calling my mom. And then messages 9 minutes and Acrobat 8 minutes. I definitely spent way more time than that on Acrobat, but anyway. But yeah, so today was a success. I did not scroll, I did not watch YouTube at all. So very good start, and we'll see how it goes. For now, it's the end of the day. It's 9:55 and I'm going to bed because I have a midterm tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. So today is day 3 of the social media / YouTube fast. Today I think was the hardest so far, and saying that it's day 3, I mean, I'm not sure it's because it's day 3, it's rather because for the past few days I have been very busy working on preparing for a midterm and working on a big presentation for a course. And yesterday I was done with the midterm, and today I'm done with the presentation. I presented, everything went well, alhamdulillah. So when I came home, my first reaction was to go grab like an episode of a drama or something and start watching it, of course, because that's what I would usually do, right, in these situations. So it wasn't that hard actually, but it was harder than the couple of days before to actually reorient myself to do something other than watching or scrolling or whatever. So instead I went ahead and took a nap, which was actually really good, especially since I didn't sleep that well like this past night. So it was a much needed nap. And after that, what did I do after that? Oh yeah, so I woke up, I cooked, I ate, worked on another project a little bit, submitted it. It was a smaller project, so not as much stress as the presentation or the midterm. And then I tutored. So yeah, that was pretty much it. This is it for day 3. Okay, so I definitely thought I was going to be a bit better at documenting this fast social media / YouTube fast. I haven't been as good as I thought I would be. Today is the last day of the fast, actually, and a few observations I made, honestly, throughout this week. First thing, as I moved throughout the week, or as I moved through the week, it got harder and harder to not scroll / not watch YouTube. I realized how embedded it was in my routine to actually come home, watch YouTube, or sit down to eat, have YouTube on, right? Especially when I'm eating alone, because me and my brother's schedule are so mismatched, so we don't meet much. So I would sit down to eat, and I would usually have something to watch, right? Also, when I'm sewing, I would put an episode in the background. I wouldn't really pay that much attention to it, but sometimes I'd throw a glance and everything. And so noticing that, like, doing these activities without without watching anything, like, I felt that difference, right? And I also noticed that like, me watching things during said activities does not really stem from just the pure need for, or the pure desire to watch, but rather it helps me avoid overthinking, which is something that I noticed I've done a lot this week. Apparently, I overthink a lot, like past conversations, past events, like very, very a lot of overthinking has happened over the past week. So I'm thinking maybe I do have that like background noise, background play happening, just so I don't overthink a little bit. But I definitely overdo it. With the watching. So another like negative side effect, should I say, of this fast was since I didn't pay attention to my phone that much. I would wake up in the morning, my phone would be in the office, of course, and what would happen is I would wake up, start putting my things together to go to university, and I would realize my phone is almost like 5% or something, because I just didn't pay attention to it, so I didn't realize that it was running out of battery. And the same thing happened for my tablet as well this morning. So it was a bit of a situation, but I definitely noticed, and since I used my phone less, I wouldn't pay attention to like the percentage on the battery. What else? I definitely got a lot of things done. I mean, my sewing project is almost complete. The dress I was working on is almost complete, so that's like an amazing thing for me. What else? Yeah, I guess there are like activities like these little points. So I am definitely much more rested. I slept at like max 10 p.m. every single night. I woke up early every single day. So I never, like, since I wasn't scrolling, I didn't spend like time at night wasting on, for example, watching something or whatever. So I would actually be able to sleep much easier, right? And even if I wouldn't sleep directly, I would still like lay in bed until I was ready to sleep, and then I would go to sleep. But definitely noticed the positive effects of this fast, and a few negative side effects like I mentioned before, but mostly positive things. So what I'm thinking about doing is restricting the amount of time I actually get to spend on YouTube only. So the scrolling is still gonna go, because what I noticed is the benefits I get from watching certain types of videos on YouTube, like I learned an entire language just by doing that. So I get a lot more benefit doing that, or watching YouTube, rather than scrolling. I get absolutely no benefit from scrolling. Like the information intake is so fast that I don't have time to retain it. Even if it's positive information or helpful information, there's no way I retain it. So scrolling's gotta go. It's going to go, actually. So no scrolling, but for YouTube, I'm thinking maybe, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how many hours I would set, but definitely, I'm thinking like an hour and a half. And it would be like divided throughout the day. So if, for example, I want to have YouTube while I'm eating, well, that goes out of the 1 hour and a half, for example. I'm taking 1 hour and a half as an example. I still haven't decided, but it would have to come out from that hour and a half. If I want to have YouTube in the background while I'm sewing, for example, it would still have to go out or come out of that 1 hour and a half. So I'm thinking I set a fixed amount of time. And another thing is I'm still going to keep my phone outside the room. So that was an excellent exercise, actually. It allowed me to sleep much better. So the phone is staying outside the room. And if I'm watching YouTube, I'm watching it only on the tablet. So the phone, I'm not reinstalling YouTube on there. It's only going to be on the tablet, and I think I never uninstalled it from it anyway. Let me check. Oh, it was already uninstalled. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to reinstall it there. Or, even better, I'm going to watch it on the browser. So it's not like easy recommendations, like I'll have to lag a little bit and everything. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. So this is the conclusion of this fast. I think it was a very good exercise. It allowed me to learn a little bit about myself, especially the overthinking part and the compensation part with the watching. I'm thinking of reducing the number of hours or restricting the number of hours on YouTube, but the scrolling still gotta go. My phone is still not gonna be in my room anymore. And yeah, that's it. I hope this video was a little bit helpful to you, and I'm hoping that you're thinking about trying this fast for yourself as well. And if you do, please do let me know what you've learned about yourself, or if you thought it helpful or not helpful. And I'll leave you here. So until next time, Assalamu alaikum.